Welcome to the live up in this piece. You know the vibes. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. We got to give it a few minutes for everybody to pull up. This is the moment you all have been waiting for. The big event. The WW. Oh, just kidding. WrestleMania
Everyone's
is
been
about to
wanting to
start.
know all of these questions that we have been dodging. How are you doing, Daren?
Uh, I mean, I took my time today to get up, man, because I was feeling like off a little bit.
Mm.
And so I like knowing that I didn't have to do anything before this event. So I like really stretched out my breath work, and um, I did Kundalini yoga because I didn't do it yesterday. And I did um, I meditated, and um, yeah, because I knew I needed to go inward more.
Mm. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize I I got shown like big time contrast. My mom being whatever, having a cold or whatever, and then like that contrast, and just showing me, yeah, Darren, you got to take, like, you have to balance, or you won't be around to do any of the things you want to do. Like, it has to be balance.
Do you
And
want to share what the contrast was? I'm kind of
well, that's what I'm
curious.
saying. Like her having a cold, not feeling well. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Um,
okay, I see.
yeah, and so it's like, okay, you either take care of yourself and you give love to your body and yourself, or like this is like, and I had contrast with my sister too, because she was mentioning to me some things like, that she's been experiencing, and I said, well, do you understand that that's your body like screaming to you, like, are you listening? Are you listening? And I said, well, you know what? I said, I don't really think it was my mom and the dog that got you to speak to me, to then give you this information that you've been told numerous times already. And if you don't listen, the universe will step in. And I go, you really don't want that to
Hmm.
happen.
But maybe that's what her soul needs. Because
Well, yeah, but
sometimes, quite honestly, Daren, I need the universe to step in. And
not me, man. Hell no, boy. Not what I've been through,
well,
man. No
not
way.
it. I mean, it's to various degrees, right? It's not necessarily, that you transition. I mean, that is something that does happen. But
No, I'm not
sometimes it
talking about
just means like
transitioning.
that, yeah, you get sick, or sometimes it means
Like you hit rock
that you
bottom and
have
you're on
this
your
big
knees.
blow up of a conversation with somebody else and have a big fight, or a fallout. But all of these are there for a reason. So what
Yeah,
if
but that's a
she does
lighter.
want that, Daren?
Maybe,
Maybe that's what
maybe,
she
but
does need.
I said, listen, man. I said, like, you are receiving this information, like your body is screaming. And I gave her the analogy of like the kids in the back of the bus, because I heard that a long time ago, and I really like that analogy.
Hmm.
You know, like the kids are in the back of the bus and they're getting louder and louder because you're not listening, and it's like that resembles the anxiety. And so the body's like getting louder because you're not listening. And I said, well, you've been told this numerous times right, and your body's screaming out to you to listen. And I said,
Hmm.
well, I said, you've already seen what I've gone through, and other people, like when you're on your knees and you're in rock bottom. And it's like we get these warning signs, and it's like
Hi,
I hear
Martha.
all the time doing QHHT sessions and BQH sessions, and the higher self says, well, she already knows. She already knows. He already knows. It's
Right.
like,
So that's what I'm saying, Daren. So they already know, and they're making this choice, and it's not
yeah,
necessarily a bad choice, right?
no,
Maybe
no,
that's
no,
what they
no.
need. Maybe a part of like them seeing all the possible possibilities, or like, yes, I need the universe to shake me to really understand, or I need to experience my personal rock bottom to ignite that fire within me that I'm done being in this way. I'm done feeling weak or feeling sad or like whatever it is that the person's going through. And I've needed that, quite honestly. I've needed something huge to shift when I was feeling overwhelmed and confused. And it helped me have more clarity because of the contrast. Do I feel like
Well,
that's what we need or everybody needs? No, but maybe that's what they need. Hi,
yeah,
everybody.
yeah. I mean,
Welcome.
what's happening, everybody?
As you can see in the title, this session
Oh,
is
Presley's
to
here.
ask us questions. So
What's up,
if you,
Presley?
hi, Presley. Hi, hi. So if you have questions, there are so many questions that you all have been asking that we have not answered related
Well,
to, the new Earth School, Darren and I, because it was really off topic.
how
So
about like
here
a
is a whole hour for you to ask us questions. Hi, Eric.
how about I like pull some a couple cards for everybody to start us off?
Can you ask Spirit for one card? Because we only have 1 hour, Darren, and then we have the
All
Starseed
right.
group.
Well, while
Okay.
everybody's gathering their questions, is that Eric?
I think so. Maybe?
I
Is
don't know
that
if
you,
that's his.
Eric? Eric,
No,
that
I
we
don't
know,
think that's his
Eric.
YouTube.
The
I don't think
spelling's
that's
the
his
same.
YouTube channel. Well, there should be a Q&A box. Isn't there a Q&A box? Or am I thinking of
Wait,
something
what?
else?
A Q&A
Maybe,
box? What is that even?
oh, maybe I'm thinking of. Oh, it is Eric. I didn't realize that was his YouTube channel. I thought he had a different one. It is him. Astro. The same as his
Well, maybe
initial.
that's separate.
Oh, okay. What's good, Eric? Um, Yeah, no, I'm thinking of like Zoom or something where you have like a Q&A box or something, where you can, yeah, I think I am like Sarah has, I was thinking like people can put their questions in the Q&A box.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I understand, Eric, like to have different accounts for business versus personal. Mm-hmm.
Oh, your ad free account. I got you. All right, I'll ask Spirit for one card, all right? And everybody
Yes,
start
just
pulling their.
one, Spirit. Just one.
Oh, wow, this is a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. This is really good for everybody for going into 2025, man. Let me just tell you what.
Okay. Uh, the emergence of hope. I cannot read. It's backwards for me. You're gonna have to read the top part.
Can you see if
Darwin, first time watching Darren out of his car.
I was
He
just in
was
my
in
car
there
too.
earlier when we were talking before joining.
Can you
Yeah,
see it now?
Darren, can you read the top part, please? It's
The
backwards
top
on my
part says
end.
the top part says faith, trusting in a divine plan, all is well, patience.
Mm.
That is good. Plus
And
we
for
have a 12
anybody
12.
looking at this card, it's a light language card. It has black in the background with some sparkles of white. And then there's a being in the middle that looks kind of like the sun with rays coming out, and they're blue and green and purple. And it kind of reminds me of the 70s with the airbrush of color around the eyes of turquoise and purple. And then there's a bunch of dots.
Mm. Wow.
So
Well,
yeah, if you take in these codes of the light language card, and for me, it helps me breathe. And I'm starting to feel coolness coming up the back of my spine. And yeah, I feel calmness come over me when looking at this card. And yeah, we need to be hopeful and trust that everything's going to work out in perfect harmony. So this is a beautiful card for
Yeah,
now and going into
yeah, going into
2025.
2025, so let's everybody start. Hello from Brazil, my brother. What's going on?
Mm.
So maybe we should, everybody should start piling in your questions. And we got 12
Yes,
people in
even
here,
if
man.
you know the answers to the questions, I am sure that other people want to know.
Yeah. So get
So
them
I will just
questions
say that.
going. Get them questions going. Let's go. Let's do this.
I mean, we could just tell you things too, but it's more fun when you ask.
I know Presley had a
Hence it's
list of them.
called
And
Q&A. Q&A, where you ask us questions and then we answer them.
are you able to like add a photo? Like, are you going to show photos or something? Or
Oh, I can see if I can find it. It's a good question. If
um,
if that person that's in the live wants to see proof, I have a feeling they might. So let me look it up.
yeah. Does that mean you want to see photos? Like, um, you know who we're referring to. Um, where did we meet? So, to be honest with you, me and Luna had like different, um, I guess, what's the word I'm trying to get? Different,
Different stories,
yeah, different stories. We both
different
had different
versions.
but different versions, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I sent her a
Yes, it
screenshot,
is.
and then she finally was like, "Okay, all right, now, I go, I'm telling you, so it was really, I don't even
Oh,
know the
this
year
is
to be honest with you. I mean, what year it was? Um, because I thought it was a different year than you thought it was. But we basically met in light language class. Um, we met in light language class, and Luna reached out to me through
which
Messenger,
I
and
thought he reached out to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we kind of didn't really like. We went through class, and we weren't really look because the teacher um, Jamie like um, Jamie had us pick partners and stuff like that, and then and we didn't even end up as partners in the class.
Mm-mm.
And actually, there was one time though that there was a person in the class that needed another partner, and then I remember Luna reaching out to me and asking me if I ever met with her, and I'm like, no, I didn't. It never happened,
Yeah.
Um, and that was probably the extent of us talking. And then we pretty much here and there like saw each other in different groups and things like that. And but yeah, we went on for a pretty long time before I think I reached out to her, which another friend that I met in the class, I was talking with, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm kind of nervous reaching out to her because she's like more ahead with light language, and I'm not even speaking it at this point, and she goes, well, she told me not to compare myself, so I finally reached out to Luna then, and then Luna had something with her ear or something going on, so we never met up to do that, and then I don't even honestly, um, more time went by, and then I don't even know how it like. Yeah, I know that when we met up again, it was divinely orchestrated.
Yes.
Just in the way that everything like was moving, and just in other ways as well. Did you figure out how to do the photos?
I found them. I found
No,
my
but did you find
photo.
how to add put them up on the screen?
No, I'm just gonna share my screen on my laptop. That's gonna be the easiest
Oh,
way. Yeah. Can I flip? Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can. I haven't
yeah,
tried
but are
this
you able
before.
to are you able to do
Yeah.
share? Are you able to share your screen on like actually to everyone on here? Because I think you can do that with YouTube.
I'm just gonna be low tech, Darren. I'm
Oh,
just
maybe
gonna
you
pick
can't
up
in
my
the
phone
smartphone.
and then share my screen. I do have one album that is of a request, and I also have another one that led to this. So for the person that's in in the live that wants that, I can share both. Hi
Yeah, I do have.
Joseph. Hi
I
Truth
do, Claire.
Wave.
I
Hi
do, Claire. You just
Claire.
have to. You honestly just have to do it. Like I mean, not even think about it. Or I think when you because listen, I've reached out to a lot of people, man, over the last couple of years, and I would have never done that in the past. Like a different version of myself would have never done that. And I mean, I was reaching out to meet with partners and just like zillions of people in the last couple of years, like since 2020, I would say. Um, and yeah, sometimes you feel it, but I think that what happens is from someone that would never do that, and I'm giving you an example from me who would never do that in the past. Once you keep doing it, it just like anything else, it's like it's not a big deal anymore, you know?
And as my younger daughter says, when she had just learned
If
to
you
ride her bike, I said,
well, it's not only that though. It does, it makes it much easier. Like I said, when I was doing the Akashic Records practice, that was the start of me really doing that, and just reaching out to all these people. No, I see you right now. Oh, okay. What, you don't see me? Yeah, it was for a moment. It was lagging for a little bit. I did see it for a little bit, but, um, what I wanna say is, like, when I, was doing the Akashic Records, like, a good year, I was, like, reaching out to all these people on the email list, and, yeah, I felt, like, a little bit of nerves, you know, and, like, hesitation, but, like, I did it anyway, and then I felt it a little bit even when we were getting ready to actually meet up, but the more and more I did it, the more it didn't really become that big of a deal. And then when I was channeling, then when I started channeling, I started reaching out to all these people on Sarah's list, and it's like I met such good people that I became longtime friends with, you know, and partners, and
mhm.
um, it was, and we just kept meeting every week, and and some of them, yes, I want to reach out to again because I haven't heard from them or seen them, and and so yeah, I would suggest just doing it, man, because oh,
And
sweet. Preston said we lost Luna, so maybe you're gone
that's,
now.
yeah, well, we'll see.
I see
Um,
you on the computer. Like I have the computer up, YouTube on my computer, and you're on there.
yes. And the cool thing is when you make different choices, even if it feels like that door is closed, deliberate choice is different than normal, another door opens. For example, one of my friends was having a challenging time with which way that she wanted to go with work. Did she want to work else, or did she want to work for herself, and was trying to figure it out and get a sign from the universe. Um, and then she went against what's quote unquote logical by working for somebody else because it really didn't resonate with her. And then, literally, after she put in her notice, the next day, somebody reached out to her of a different job that she could do part time while still keeping the current job that she had that she liked, that was her own. And it was within alignment of what she wanted to do. And she was so excited about it. So, even though you close a door, there's another one that's going to open that's more in an alignment for
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
so rad.
Yeah, I agree. But anyways, let's go to the questions because we have still like only half an hour, you know.
I know. So glass
You
is
want to show
thicker.
your
I
screen?
think I think it's Darren's are thicker than mine. Well, the person that would like that's requesting something that I just looked up, I just ask you to ask in the comments and then I'll share it so it's not like off the wall. Hi Henry. Have we met in person? No. We tried. We tried. There was an event within a collective or community that I want to meet people in person in Asheville, North Carolina. And Darren kept being like, "Yeah, I don't feel like this is the time, Luna. Like I just keep getting like it's a no." And I'm like I feel like it's a yes, Darren, okay? So I bought the ticket. I told people that I was going. I figured out childcare, because I do have two kiddos, to make it so, everyone feels supported. And then what happened? Anybody know in the comments? Friggin' hurricane! Friggin'
Yeah.
hurricane went through Asheville. So I literally could not go. And I was like, oh, anyone else get a sign from the universe? It's not time. I got it. So after that, I'm just like, okay, well, we're just in different parts of the world. I know we're going to meet. I do feel like it's not going to be till like spring, almost summertime, which it just sounds so wild because we've been working together for a while now. And at the same time, that's just what it is.
So the one that asked, do you want to mention it? You know, Darren called it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it all boils down. This is the whole thing that I've been talking about for such a long time. And it's like, I watched my dad just be a people pleaser and just someone that will do, like, I could have been like, yeah, sure, Luna, like, just because, like, I didn't want to upset anybody or whatever. But like, I knew deep down, like, I could feel, and I know that from, like, just for quite a while now, like, with anything that I do, it's like I feel what feels right to me, because that's what you really inevitably have to follow. Because if I didn't, then it would have been like a chaotic situation. That's just the way that, if you don't, like, usually when you don't follow what you're hearing and the guidance and the messages, it usually doesn't turn out well, and
Mhm.
that's typically the case. And so it's like you can't force divine timing and divine orchestration. You just can't. And usually, like I said, it if you do try to, usually it doesn't last, or it'll end up going in a different direction or whatever the case may be, because it's like you just can't force that. But most people don't listen. And that's what I get over and over again in the BQH sessions and QHH, like I just was telling Luna earlier. It's like every single one of the higher self says, they already know. They know. They know. We tell them all the time, and it's just like,
And And to be honest, I did know. However, I was in cahoots with my ego and I was just like, "Ah, like, universe, don't tell me that I can't go. I'm going to go anyways. And I
yeah,
know I'm supposed to, because I also had messages around us meeting. It was like very clear. However,
but that
we
can
have
change.
so many psychic senses that are online, and sometimes it's multiple, and then you have to tune into which one is the one to listen to. So it's discernment. So I was hearing specific dates and time of when we should meet, but it also felt off to me. But I was like, well, the universe is telling me this time, like this is when it's supposed to be, and I want to listen to it. I want to tell the universe yes. let's do this kind of thing, because we want to do in-person events together in person instead of via internet too, and do retreats, um and not have to edit photos to have us like in the same photo so people know that we're doing this together, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
at the
well,
same
again,
time,
it's
yeah,
all divine
it's
timing, you
just
know.
discernment of what psychic sense is present and why. And I mean, if you saw me like looking back, like seeing myself at that time, I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I was just in ego at that time and wasn't really listening. So,
Yeah, and it's like the more you push and force, the more that like it won't end up working out, or um, so it's like as much as I in different moments, and again it has to do with timeline jumping too and things like that as to why things change and shift, and you may have um you know a feeling at one moment and then it changes an hour later or a couple hours or days later, and you really have to, the more and more we go into 2025 and beyond, it's like so much more energetic and feeling, and everything you have to go off of a feeling and get out of your head and get in your heart, and it's like that is how things are moving rapidly.
mhm,
And we have, and all these situations that we're going through are showing us, okay, I got to listen to the feelings I'm getting, the sensations I'm getting. It's just like if you don't listen and your body's like telling you you need to rest, and then you don't listen, and then you're forced to rest because you have some kind of thing that comes down, like a cold or whatever the case may be. So or it could be worse than that, So, um, yeah, it's more and more we have to listen, and not do it for someone else, but do it for yourself.
mhm.
Um, so, anyways, yeah, let's. I don't want to. Yeah, we don't have too much time, so um, we have to keep the. I'm gonna send a message, all right, and ask them.
I had to look up that game. I don't even know what I I've never played it, Thunder War
What
or War
game?
Thunder.
I'm not even getting like comments anymore, so I don't even know. Oh shit,
Oh, really?
yeah, like kind of froze or something.
That's funny. Okay.
Do you want
Can you see it on your computer?
That's what I'm looking right now. Um, yeah, I didn't get any of these comments. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
Presley asked me a question too. All right, well, I now saw the question. Um, that Presley asked. Um, all right, well, you know what? Listen, man, I'll be real about it. Currently, yeah, I do have a roommate, if you want to call it a roommate. Well, two roommates.
Foon, we did see your question. Darren just didn't see all the questions.
No, no, I told you my screen is like frozen, or something.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I currently live with a dog, and hey, I'm gonna be vulnerable about it, right? My mom, because people ask me all the time, "Do you live in your car?" and all this kind of stuff, and no, I don't. But I'm in my car a lot, especially like at the park, and like yeah, it's easy to, I get in and out. I'm at the park, I get in and out of my car, I walk around at the park, then I get back in the car and I just, sometimes I meditate in there, sometimes I do breath work, sometimes I do light language, I go live. Um, but yeah, currently I live with my mom's dog and my mom.
Mhm.
And I know people have been asking that. So, and welcome everybody, man. There's like 20 people up in here. Tap the thumbs up. Um,
So I know, I don't know if Foon's still in here or not, but this is like one of the top questions that people ask. Are you dating? Are you together? Are you married? What's up with both of you? And Daren and I feel that our personal relationships, romantic relationships, friendships or what have you, we would like to keep private because our life currently is very public. Like a lot of our information is shared on here. So I understand your curiosity. I understand like you really wanting to know. And right now, that just feels really good to us is to keep something that is sacred for us to ourselves. And I hope that you can understand that. It kind of reminds me of oh, not political, but like the pop stars, how all of their relationships, like everybody knows like what's their favorite food and like who they're dating now. Ooh, what's up with their relationship with so and so? Oh, they're doing this. And yeah, I don't want I don't want to share that kind of information, because that's just for me it's like very sacred. Like um I am cultivating in all of my relationships because everything's a relationship, right? A relationship with your phone, relationship with your car, relationship with your food, people, kiddos, pets, nature. I'm really cultivating conscious relationships to be conscious with everything I do and for everybody to know all the intricacies of my life. I
yeah,
want to have some that are just mine. So
somebody said yawn, Captain Midnight.
that's okay.
Um,
Yawning is moving energy.
yeah. Um, I can just mention the person, and just say, I know you had another question because you were asking these questions.
What? What are you saying, Darren?
About you showing your album, whatever. I can just ask, the
Oh
individual.
yeah, since they haven't said it, sure, that's fine.
Yeah. Presley, I know you had like other questions, that you had listed. And Luna just didn't want to share without, you asking the question so that everybody knows what the question was.
So it's not just like super random of me being like, here's this.
Yeah, so if you want to go ahead and ask the other question, I know you had another question. And then so everybody knows, new people here don't know what the stream is about. Stream is a Q&A, man.
So I'm Luna. This is Darren. We are cultivating the new Earth School, Rip into Light, which is all about self empowerment for people to understand and realize how powerful they are. You're the creators of your reality. And we use tools such as light language, crystalline soul healing, coaching to support people in remembering themselves. Okay, so that's what the stream is about. So if you have questions related to Darren and I, or the new Earth School, you can ask about that.
Hello,
Hello,
kitchen friend.
kitchen. All right, did you um should I show the album then?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because just mention the question because
Okay, so
uh,
I was asked
yeah, here
about
he
go-go
just asked it. He
dancing.
just asked it.
Yeah, so I was asked about go-go dancing. So I have a very interesting past, and one of the things is that I drank. I worked at Starbucks for so long, like 10 years. And then I also go-go danced. So I have pictures to prove that I go-go dance because I do have a private album. But I can show you if anyone wants to see me in my go-go dance days. Which also this spinned off of when I was modeling. So I was modeling and then I was also go-go dancing.
Yeah, you forgot to mention that you were modeling too.
Yeah. So I can show modeling first. I can show go-go dancing. I'm hearing go-go dancing. So Um,
Yeah, go for it. If you can, if
okay,
you
let me
can,
grab the phone.
yeah, if it works, and you're able to do it.
Yeah, I just flipped it around. I
Yeah,
got
no,
I got pulled
Presley
up right
goes.
here.
Presley goes. Might as well. Yeah,
Okay,
why
where's the
not? Sure.
beginning? Well, I don't know. Hold on. Some pictures are
Just
with
kidding.
other people, so I don't really
Yeah,
have
don't.
their consent.
Yeah, don't show those at least.
Okay, so I might flip it back and forth just because I want to be mindful because not everyone wants things to be shared. All right. So this is one of me. Look, notice long hair. Okay. There's one of them. This
Can
is
you
when
guys
I
see
was
it?
Madonna. It was Halloween themed. Okay. I'm going to flip it back because the other
Yeah,
ones has a lot of people in it. Okay, here we go.
did you guys see that?
So funny seeing all these photos. Okay. I feel like saying bound chicka wow wow.
There's another one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can show you 3 in a row. Okay. I did not take these photos. This is somebody else at a place called Crave, a Crave event that we had. Okay.
Closer, what's going on? You just that there's somebody in that photo.
I know, I didn't realize when I saw it. Okay, here's the last one. Here we go. Isn't that so wild? Like, look at me with short hair and I'm wearing makeup. Someone did makeup for me. Isn't that crazy?
That
It's
was
so wild.
her rock star days.
Yeah. So yeah, that's when I was go-go dancing, dating women. I was yeah, biking everywhere, go-go dancing, drinking, but I had to stop drinking because my body was like, no thanks.
Yeah, well, we all have like a past, Like I talk about it all the time on live on YouTube and stuff with the drugs I did and the alcohol and the drinking and the party and the clubbing and the raving and pornography and like you name it. There's not one thing that I can probably say that I haven't been a part of. So
What year? What year was that? That's a good question. Let me see. I was a youngin', Presley. I was a little
so
youngin'.
so what do
Let's
you
see.
think, Presley? What do you think?
Photos, albums, go-go
Um,
dancing. Does it say a date? Oh my gosh, 13 years ago.
13
13
years
years
ago. So
ago.
13 years ago would be it's 24. So um, uh, 24 minus 13 would have been 11. So 2011.
I also have some of me modeling
That would have
too,
been
because I was modeling
2011.
a lot.
That would have been 2011.
Yep, I did.
Yeah, I
I
haven't.
put
Well,
stuff
you're right.
around the
You're right,
cones.
hot dog. I haven't done that. All right, haven't modeled. Um,
I did, Darren. That was me
no,
being Madonna.
no. I'm saying he said me. He goes, dude. If you haven't modeled traffic cones, which I haven't, so I haven't done everything.
I think it's just a blanket statement. I don't think it's applied to you, Darren.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's just saying like you've not modeled if you've not had the model cones of Madonna. I
True,
think it's just
true.
what it means.
Please give moderation.
Hi, Ahmed. Oh, it is for Darren. Oh, okay.
Yes, it
That's
is.
not
It
how I
is.
took it.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
from
so.
Oregon. Darren's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Thanks for subscribing.
Um, yeah. Thank you for subscribing, everybody, and sharing and commenting and being on the Q&A, man. Any more questions? I know Presley had a bunch of questions, so.
I'm
I believe,
39.
and I believe that Presley has more questions now that he's seen the photos and heard.
Daren, how old are you?
Um, I'm a young lad. For me, age doesn't, you know.
I know it's just a number, but according
For
to
me,
this
age isn't
realm,
a
how old are you?
thing.
Okay.
45, 46, something like that.
I know it's isn't it so interesting? When I was younger, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm about to be 11," and tell everybody like who I was. Even my kids do this too. And now it's like, how old am I? And I have to like think about it and do the math.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I usually
Presley is
do have.
asking for modeling photos. Yes. I just have to be again mindful because some of these modeling photos are with other people.
I
Okay.
did say it. I did say it, and I really don't. It doesn't really bother me the age, because I know that I look much. There's one modeling photo, guys. Look at that. She's a superhero.
Without the cape.
Without the cape.
Okay,
I
hold
said,
on.
you know what I was saying when she showed me these. Um, it reminds me of like Next Top Model with Tyra Banks,
Yeah.
because they
Okay,
did
hold.
the makeup. The makeup was done that way back in when that show was on. I don't remember how many years ago, but
This day was so cold. I was
Eric
freezing,
goes.
and
I
this
forgot
was
Eric was
somebody's
on here.
jackets I was modeling for them.
I forgot Eric was on here. He goes, "That's crazy."
Yeah, I know, right, Eric? Oh, whoops. Don't tell
Eric, did you
anybody.
see the
I'll
were you
edit that
still in
out.
here when he showed the go-go dancing photos?
Wait, what about the go-go dancing photos?
No, I was asking if Eric was still in here when you showed them.
Oh, okay. Here's another one.
Because Eric's known Luna for quite a while, and
Yeah, he
um
was here.
he met her in person. So there's another one. Oregon and North Carolina. That one I said she was like really sassy in.
This one, I was so sad, and you can't tell from the photos. So it just goes to show that you can't
Yeah,
tell from photos
yeah,
like how
yeah,
somebody's feeling.
yeah.
I just broken up with my girlfriend at the time, and then did this photo shoot for somebody who was doing boudoir photos and needed uh, some examples for their website.
They're like, you come to my country. You look
Look,
at
there you
Luna
go.
and you
See,
never,
I'm not available, y'all.
you would
Just
you
kidding.
would think
It's like
you would
2011 photos.
you would think that like you would not believe like this is Luna.
It's me. I think that's okay. Hold on. Flipping it around. I think that might be it. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
See, Eric,
There's
you
me in
didn't
my
even know about
modeling
that
days, my
side.
go-go dancing days.
You didn't know about that side, Eric. It's funny. You just never know, what someone's been through and what they've done and what they've experienced, and it's just like you can never, you just don't judge a book by its cover. I'm available at every gas station and 7-Eleven you can find. Okay. Um,
Okay, what other questions do y'all have?
yeah. What other questions?
What do you want to know
Yeah, we
about
got.
Darren and I or the New Earth
We all have
School?
different sides.
Oh,
We've not
someone asked
seen
again,
like
where
the
did you
rich
meet
side of it.
Oregon? We've never actually met. Darren's in North Carolina. I'm in Oregon. We tried. A hurricane happened to prevent us from actually meeting.
Yeah. So what questions do you guys have? Because we only have a few more minutes.
Yep. We have another event. Oh, nope. My I'm pretty sure I gave them away. That was specifically for me to be Madonna.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed with it. That one, it stayed on because I attached them to the bra and made it so it looked like the gigantic cones. It was hard go-go dancing in those, I will say, because you could knock somebody out. They were like out to here.
Presley says, "Does Luna keep in touch with her family?"
Which, as far as the family I've created now, yes, bio dad and my two kiddos. As far as my blood family, no, with the exception of my eldest brother, because they are not, in my opinion, safe people. And so I've used my discernment of where they are, uh, and the behaviors that were very inappropriate for me as a child. And I don't want to engage in that. And I've accepted that this is where they are currently and just had separation. How was my day? I'm good. I was dancing earlier before I came on this live, and I won't tell you what happened, but so magical. I video recorded it too. So I'm excited to share it with all of you. I just felt called to dance outside, and it was really
Mm.
cold.
Yeah. Well, we warmed up a bit. Um, we warmed up a bit, so it's just raining and gloomy, and for days now. Since Daren is always in his car, what kind of car is it? um, it's a Honda CRV touring hybrid.
It's very fancy.
I know Presley's been asking that.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of people in your live have been asking too. Darren, should I tell them about the timeline shift?
it's a 2025, so just if you wanted to know the year, I don't know, you know.
I kind of want to
Yeah,
tell them.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
so here's the thing.
the other one was you saw it as a car, and the other one that I traded in was or do you not want me to say this yet?
Yeah, let me just dive into it.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. For a week, Darren kept saying my SUV, my SUV, my SUV, and I kept saying car. And I was just like, what is he talking about this SUV? And I was like, SUV is different than a car. And like he's being so specific. And then he I looked at the screen and his whole vehicle was different. So we have been chatting back and forth for almost a year now. And the interior of his car was now an SUV. And I was like, When did you just buy like an SUV in the past week? Like, what is going on?" And he's like, "No, Luna, like I've had an SUV since 2002 and I've just gotten different SUVs." And I'm like, "No, you have not. The last vehicle you had was a car and it was moldy and the water was leaking inside the door and you kept going back to the dealership and the dealership's like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, it's just the car." And I was so confused. And luckily, my kids have seen some videos of Darren being in his car because, as you know, he is in his vehicle at different points. And they confirmed, yeah, mama, he used to have a car. And the story for me was he's always had a car and it's always been a different car. And that was the car that he drove his dad to the beach with. And now this is the SUV I drove my dad to the beach with. And let me tell you what, That's a huge friggin' timeline shift from a car that was leaking and moldy to an SUV that's like new. Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
but
like,
the SUV was like in new condition. It was a 2021 RAV4 hybrid,
that's what I'm
and
saying, Darren.
and
So
and
it's
I
a
remember I
big
remember
timeline shift.
yeah, and I remember telling you that the like I was driving and it sounded like an ocean in my back seat, and it took me like a good while to finally figure out that the door was filled up with water somehow. Like the I brought it and it was under warranty, and I brought it in, and like they said it the thing where the um like what is it called, like the drain and it was clogged, so like when it was raining, water somehow was filling in the door. I don't even know how that even happens, but I literally would be driving and hitting the brakes and like hear like this ocean. It sounded like an ocean, and I was like,
But it was in the SUV, right? You're not
yeah,
saying it's in a car.
no, it was an SUV.
That's what I'm saying. So I know this is confusing, but here's the thing. When we shift timelines, sometimes it's a simple thing like a piece of paper. This is like a more simpler version of what I'm trying to explain. And I know my mind kind of blew with this one because it was a big shift, okay? But I've seen littler shifts of there was an axolotl because my kids love axolotls, and it was colored pink. The next day it was blue and just one solid color, okay, folks, just one solid color. And then the next day it shifted, and I knew, okay, I'm on a different timeline. And really, we shift all the time. However, I know that when I see something that's significant, like the colors different on a page, I know that I've shifted a lot, which means I shifted myself, what shifted my reality. So I don't even know what I did. I don't know what I did. But he now has an SUV. And the thing is, when you shift timelines, unless there's a glitch, but usually there's not, you cannot find evidence. And I thought I was going crazy, to be honest. And I was like scrolling, like all the photos, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's not here. But in my mind, I still remember. I remember that timeline. I remember what the interior looked like. And it was made out of fabric, and it was light gray, and it was a Camry, and it was a light gray car, and I know it, and no one can tell me different. And that is power, that is knowing. And when you can be in a timeline shift and nothing can rock you, because we shift all the time, that's when you can really shift your reality. You can really shift it and be confident in it, and the knowing that you changed enough to allow your outer world to shift. And how
That's
freaking powerful is that?
that's the same
So
thing what Eric
cool.
just said. Eric, that's the same thing that happened when Luna told me that I reached out to her originally, and I said, "No, you texted me first." And then, not that it really matters or whatever, but like I was trying to figure out how it all happened, and then it was like she didn't believe me, and like and so it's like the same thing like you're saying about your wife being adamant about you, things saying things to you. It was the same thing. That's why I mentioned it. It's like really funny. Um,
It's
he said
okay.
he,
It'll
he said you're
happen to
really sure you
you
left
and
him
you'll figure it
busy.
out. You'll figure it out. Roller, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, hot dog on a roller. Yeah. What kind of hot dogs do you have? Do you have plant-based hot dogs? Do you carry plant-based hot dogs?
Oh, I see your question, Presley. Currently, I have a van. It's a Dodge Caravan 2019, and it's white. However, I am going to release it because it's one of the last bigger items that my ex and I hold together. And I want a car. So I don't really want a van. And when we had purchased it together, it was more of for his needs. And now I'm like, no, I just want to have a car. So we're going to release that actually very, very soon. And then my vehicle will just be a bus while I figure out how to call in this car. So I'm calling in right now. I'm calling in a Prius. That's what I'm calling in.
Mm, that's a good one. Okay, so don't we have to be at the next thing?
I have 2 minutes. I
Okay.
set the timer.
Um, we look like scientists. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Scientists
we can do
of
one
what?
more question. Does anybody have another question before we go? Because we do need to pause and have some downtime before we join our next event.
Yeah. Any more questions, guys? We'll probably do more of these. I think we have another Q&A coming up too, don't we? At the end of the month or something.
That's for Patreon,
Oh,
specifically if people have questions.
Luna Presley asked if you have roommates.
Yes. So I'm doing what's called as nesting. So my kiddos stay in one home and then their bio dad and I switch out. So half the week, my housemates are my adorable kiddos and my plants. Yes, I did say plants because I love plants. And then the other time, I'm with two women in a house. So it's an apartment and in a house.
Yeah.
Oh, and we do
Thank-
have a dog with the two women that I live with parts of the week. I'm in Oregon and Darren's in North Carolina.
yes. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, everybody. And tap that notification bell.
Oh,
Um,
the timer's going off.
all right. And thank you,
Okay,
everybody, man.
y'all.
We're at like 1,350 subscribers. We are so close to like 2,060 something hours now, watch
Hmm.
hours. So we're like so close to getting to the watch hours. We appreciate you guys watching all the content and the videos and joining the lives and joining. And don't forget, we're doing a 12/12 portal on Thursday, me and Luna, so you'll be able to join us both again. And then Luna will
Yeah.
be here,
If
yeah,
if you
Thursday.
want to receive light language activations to ignite the 1212 portal, which is in 2 days, come hang out with us on here. I'm not Presley, I'm not from Oregon, I'm from Washington, but it's not that far, which is why I really want to travel with my kids. I want to travel around the world and experience all that this reality has to offer
Yeah,
because right now I haven't
yeah.
traveled that much and I would like to. And I
And
would love to go all the sacred sites.
and don't forget mentioning Friday Night Live with Luna cooking dinner. So you're gonna cook tacos, I think, this
Yeah.
Friday, right?
Yeah, if you want a dinner date with me, I'll be making something and then I'll do
Are you
some
gonna be
light
making
language.
tacos?
Making tacos? Oh,
Yeah,
I love tacos.
me too.
Mm,
So maybe she's gonna
that
make
would be a good
tacos,
one.
guys. All right. So roller tacos. Can you make roller tacos?
Isn't that just a burrito?
um, yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe that's just a burrito. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much, man. We have 15 people now in here, probably even more. It's been fluctuating. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been freaking awesome. Yeah, Presley says tacos, man. He's down for tacos.
Tacos are so good. I love
Yeah.
tacos.
So I think you should make soft and hard tacos.
Soft and hard. I'm more of a soft kind of gal.
Yeah, I like the soft ones too. I just had some tacos yesterday, and they when I went to the place, I told you they got like like a plant based meat, like a ground beef. It's probably one of the best ones I've had thus
Mm.
far, man. They
Did
season
you?
it so well, and um, and their chips, they put this like seasoning on, man. And I thought there was cheese in the chips, like in the seasoning, but they said no, and it's like this seasoning is so good, man. It has like onion powder and garlic powder, and I was just like, wow. Um, but yeah, I got the soft tacos because I did the hard tacos before, and if you don't eat them right away, they become soggy, and because I don't eat. I get like 6 of them, and then I don't eat them all right away. I bring it home,
Mhm.
and so it's like, yeah, you don't want to.
I was hoping no one would catch that.
I caught it. I
Presley!
caught it, but I didn't
Presley
say
holding
anything.
it down. Oh my gosh.
I caught it, but I didn't say anything because I was hoping
Well,
nobody
I
would say
do
anything.
Presley, but I prefer soft for that
Oh,
kind of
snap the
consumption.
duo. Oh, Smitty's here. Um, yeah, I knew it. I had a feeling someone was going to catch that, and lo and behold, I knew it was Presley. It was going to be Presley, man. He was
Oh,
holding
I
out
love
too
you
because
so much, Presley.
he
Okay,
said he said
I
tacos.
know.
And oh god.
I
Anyways,
do,
all right,
Presley, I do.
guys.
I do.
Thank you again. Hope you enjoyed the photo shoot. Um,
Oh, of
and
my photos? Yeah.
yeah, hope you enjoyed the photo shoot. And thank you again, everybody, for joining the Q and A. Maybe we'll have to do another one of these soon. And you can build up some more questions, and and join us Thursday, man, for the 12/12 portal. And join us Friday for dinner with Luna Live. So and me typically every day. You can join if you want to join every day. Um, so thank you, everybody, man. Hope that this um, was beyond your expectations. Go ahead. You have anything to
Add
say,
some
Luna?
little spiciness here and there. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I love you all. We'll see you soon. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.